Could tell you that they love you when they never mean it. True love come from God in the name of Jesus. Turn my back on the king, I committed treason. Thank God he forgives, now his name I'm preaching, screaming Jesus.
And both teams are excellent, they believe, their coaches believe, in transition as Koa Peat goes to work. Cannot wait to watch this guy flourish through the year. Don't forget, BYU Villanova. We'll get our first look at A.J. DeBonsa as Koa Peat on the receiving end.
Yeah, nice play out of the timeout there by Tommy Lloyd. Cleared out the weak side. The help couldn't be there. Great execution. Finding gems all over the world.
Longtime assistant to Mark Few. Nearly 2 decades as Koa Peat. A flurry of moves. Strong with the left hand as well. Close range shots that haven't fallen. And now Bradley on the drive, the dish, up and under the rim, and how about Koa Peat? I like his game, Grant. Xavier Lee, not afraid.
Got some stuff.
Here's Peat once again. Condon.
That's without fouling.
Turn it over, walk. Here goes Koa Peat, and he lays it in.
Really, what's gotten Arizona back in the game is their defense. It's been stellar.
2-man game. Bradley to Koa Peat, who lays it in with the left hand. Xavier Lee is his second 3 of the night. Oh! Koa Peat from the Raptors! He's got that too! What an incredible game Koa Peat is putting together in his
similarities in the way they want their teams to play.
It's interesting, Lloyd talking about before the game today as Koa banks that one home. He'll take the triple. Averages 12, 6 boards, 10 blocks. He comes off the bench for that. Boy, look at that scowl as he breaks free.
Creating the turnovers. He and Karchenkov are really active on the perimeter for Arizona.
Peat, physical, strong, and a chance at 3.
This is what we call mouse in the house. You got to send 2, and you got to stay down. Koa Peat, too big.
Look at the effort. Wow, from the crowd, and you understand why. One more opportunity. How about just keep at it, and the Cats take charge.
Getting his hands on a rebound he had absolutely no reason getting. Arizona fans have fallen in love with his ability to rebound the ball. Well, you see they've come to play, forcing turnovers, and right there getting a steal for a quick conversion. 4-point trip for the Jacks.
Peat, a little frustrated from what occurred a moment ago with the flex after the bucket.
Peat, this is just a one-on-one baseline take, and
I don't know how we're going to respond. You know, we'll have to wait and see. But they did have a nice road win against South Dakota earlier this season. That nice little give-and-go action there.
GA, when you watch the freshman, and a beautiful look, by the way, by Krivas, the footwork from the freshman, just masterful.
And you can see, look at the size of that.
This is Burries, the freshman, slithers into the paint to the cup. Lefty finish, no. Peat on a stick back.
And you saw there, that's where physically.
And he's doing it at both ends of the floor for Tommy Lloyd's bunch. Here's Peat. Boy, getting that footwork. Just masterful. 10 straight for the Wildcats. Bit of a tidal wave from this Arizona team at some point, but Utah Tech trying to hang tough.
And I love what he was able to do there. Just
ball poked away. Trujillo. Tracked down by Burries. Underneath. Beautiful pass to Peat. That was Del Orso dropping it down for the Wildcats. Utah Tech is going to get it back. What a find by Del Orso. Pinpoint pass to the freshman Peat. Here comes Holt underneath. He's done that a couple of times tonight. Dribbled into traffic and trouble. 7th Utah Tech turnover, and that is.
San Diego State gets so much production from their bench. The lob over the top, Koa Peat inside. And the rebound, Jaden Bradley for U of A. Run to the floor, Koa Peat right to the bucket.
The sure hands of Koa Peat. We talked about the Aztecs controlling the tempo, but right here to start the second half, Arizona.
They scored 96 points. Tonight has been a struggle offensively, but up over everybody. Koa Peat.
Roxy, it's been plays like this for Arizona, getting the crowd to their feet, Arizona finding its rhythm, getting out in transition.
And look at his work on Mo Krivas down low.
A lob. Oh, watch out. High above the rim.
Mo Krivas in the post. Watch here. That leaves the backside wide open. You can't ask Masamba Diop to guard post and take away the lob. The momentum that you see this Arizona offense.
Peat with 2 feet. Off the glass.
And making him be a passer.
Peat to the rim. Foul.
Hanging around right now. And these fans at the McHale Center, they're worried. They're feeling it.
Peat. Oh! He just brought it down.
You just have to know better. Look at this inside. Easy play.
Koa Peat the throwdown.
Back screen here. And you have to protect the lane if you're Tanner Toolson right there.
Koa Peat in the lane, and Koa Peat down low. Xavier Edmonds steps out for 3, and that's way off. And Anthony Del Orso grabs the loose ball for Arizona. Run the floor, Koa Peat cuts to the bucket. Peat drops it in.
Great catch.
He leads all scorers in the game, and a 3 short from Jaden Pierre. Arizona running, Koa Peat rim runs and drops it in. Dump it down low again. Krivas missing, but the putback on the weak side. Koa Peat now with 10.
Roxy, that play was quintessential Wildcat basketball.
10 seconds to go in the half. There is Peat at the high post.
Yep.
Has a good look. Arizona up by as many as 21 in the first half. It was 16 at the break. Now Koa Peat cuts to the bucket. Strong Arizona contention here in the Metroplex.
Another example right there. They're not going to give the defender a foul. Good ball movement. Bradley was in foul trouble early second half, and it didn't matter because that's when Burries went nuts.
Koa Peat. And 1 for the freshman.
This is a sermon on officiating.
Jamie admitted you're right. Turnaround Koa Peat.
Big basket. The door was open.
And I'm paying for tuition for my daughter to go to TCU.
Yeah, well, you had to sell the Porsche.
Brayton buries the pull-up. David Punch pulls it down. 13-point game, but TCU gets it right back. Turnover, attacking Koa Peat.
There's some Blake Griffin, you know, and Blake was the player of the year in college basketball.
And the wins over the ranked teams. Here's Koa Peat, the outstanding freshman, just pulling his way down the baseline and gets the tip in for the game's first points. Elijah Freeman pull-up jumper off target, and Krivas snatches the rebound. Bradley, Peat underneath for the slam. Now Peat plays so under control for a freshman. He's never in a hurry. And they're going to need made baskets in a flurry. And they're going to need a bunch of stops to try to get back into this game again. And they give up a dunk here underneath this. Koa Peat got position and an excellent find.
Unfortunately for Auburn, where they gave that basket up was right at the rim.
5 assists now for Karchenkov. Bradley down court to Peat. What a pass by Bradley. A great catch. In transition.
There's going to be nights where they struggle a little bit. He may not. But the others might.
This looked early on like it was going to be a high-level game. Auburn was up 5, had 15 points in the first 5 minutes as Burries gets the slam. And another great pass that time.
This is going to be an outlet pass for Peat.
And the slam.
Karchenkov into the corner. They're going to reset. Karchenkov, the German national, into the paint. Peat slithers to the cup. Beautifully done.
We talked about it at the top. No question, Odin's been their best player, but without a doubt, Diop has the highest ceiling and continues to show tremendous improvement. How about that backdoor cut? They put a lot of pressure on the referees to make a call.
Aaron pass by Odom. Bowies ahead of the field, lays it up in. Yeah, and that part of the equation has come to light with Bradley. Beautiful little setup there for Koa Peat. The fact, Jared, that he's coaching in the final year of his deal has raised some eyebrows, and that has added a different element to the situation as well. If they win this game, currently 21-0, unanimous #1 team in the country for the first time ever. Koa Peat just masterfully set up by Del Orso.
Say goodbye to his family, fly to Arizona. The rest is history.
Amazing. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Koa Peat showing that three-point stroke. Boy, you think that kid's got a bright future at the next level? My goodness. Beautiful ball movement. Bowies and Peat. Boy, the smarts. The two freshmen again combining. And that was the reason he pulled back from that loose ball situation. And as Mayusin misses from 3. And ASU now 4 of 16 from deep. Right to the floor for Peat. Just magnificent from Bowies. Bowies overplayed by Mayusin. Is going to reset. Here's Peat. Elevates, point blank. He just had too much.
And Jared, that's a great point. And Sparrow, the reality is this for me. As you see Koa Peat just punishing the rim there.
I could tell you that they love you when they never mean it. True love come from God in the name of Jesus. Turn my back on the king, I committed treason. Thank God he forgives, now his name I'm preaching, screaming Jesus.